Oh, what is good, people? Welcome to the Motor Machines channel. In today's episode, we're on the new Talaria Sting TL 3000. Yes, another electric bike. It's quite similar to the Suron. Yes, it's very similar to the Suron. Pretty much just a decent upgrade, I would say. It's got a few nice little features. It's a big improvement, I think, from the Suron in a lot of ways, but in a few, not so. This is all just my initial thoughts. So it's literally my first time out on it. I test rode one, got this delivered, and well, here I am. We've got it in sport. So let me tell you a little bit about it then. Let's go this way. I've never been this way. So first of all then, the Suron is 5,000 watts. This is 6,000. The Suron's got a 60 volt battery, which is 32 amp hour. Then you got this battery is a 60 volt, the same, but it's a 38.2 amp hour. Basically it means more mileage, but I'm not sure you will get more mileage because this weighs 10 kilos more. And instead of having a main belt for the drive, it's got a proper little sort of gearbox thing. Not quite sure what you'd call it. So I won't have to worry about snapped belts. Not that I've ever had a snapped belt, but it was always in the back of my mind. Got some quirky little features, but I'm going to have to go into that another day. This street, I don't want to give it a bad name, but basically a lot of these people don't own their houses. It's all council. I've heard about all sorts of people like bottling each other up here at barbecues, and one guy is, I better not say it on here because it'd probably get me demonetized. He likes the young ladies, and I mean very young, but he got sussed out and I think he's been run out of the village. Anyway, we're here about the TL 3000. So like I said, it's got a bigger battery, a wider rear tyre, which is probably a bonus, not sure yet. What I have, it does make the bike feel very stable, unless that's just the new ergonomics and designs of this. But yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. It's very comfortable. It's a little bit taller for me. It's, and also look at this, where the battery lid is, you can get on there without pinching your manberries or anything like that. So it's all smoothed off, capped off, whatever you want to call it. But we're coming out because always I've got actually my GPS going in my pocket, but it's probably turned itself off or something. Because I'm going to go along this straight, nice bit of smooth road, and see sort of what the top speed is. Oh, the only one downside I would definitely say in comparison to my Suron is with the gearbox, you've got to change the oil every 400 miles, I think he said. First one, and then the second one probably I will go to 1,000. We'll see what happens. The battery cells, they're LG rather than Panasonic. I think they're slightly viewed as being a bit better, possibly. That's what sort of impression I get. Right then, no cars behind, bit of a straight. Oh, I got a bit of a headwind. Quite a bit of a headwind. I got to be careful because my brakes, I hate new brakes. Oh. Well, it's saying 44 with this headwind. If I didn't have the headwind, it would improve. Tuck up, Johnny. We're going to hit a hill now. 47. I saw 47 before the hill, and we got a car behind. Better let him past. I haven't got my number plate on today. It fell off. But this feels like really sweet. It doesn't feel quite as pokey, but I think that's because it's bigger. You know, it's not gonna. That Saron being 5,000 watts and only weighing about 47 kilos, and this being 6,000 watts weighing just under 60 kilos, probably evens itself out. So I doubt it makes much of a difference. But I think the handling on this and its potential through the mud and things like that are going to be drastically improved with that bigger rear wheel, fatter tyre, and also the swing arms, the gap's wider so you can fit wider tyres on. On the Saron, there was a little bit of a limit, and then people were cutting off the knobblies just so you could fit it on. Let you have a bit of a look, bit of an inspection. You know, there's that separate gearbox. It's got chain guards on this one, and you've got that stock. Brakes look different, but I'm sure they're just the same because these look same as the Saron. Same Saron headlight. I've got the DNM front KKK front end on here. So I got the mudguard. I just removed the decal straight away because I just didn't like it. You got Talaria on the hubs. I do like this. One of my favourite little touches on this is, what I noticed is when I took the battery out and when you put it back in, it's got like this mechanism which when the bottom of the battery hits, it pushes the battery tight. So some people on the Saron had a problem with the battery moving, but you could easily sort that out with a bit of double-sided tape. But this, just those little touches, they really make it something else to me. It's just a upgrade. It's just a Saron 2 really in my eyes. And these are all my initial first thoughts and impressions. You know, I'm thinking off the top of my head, just trying to look at this electric motor cross. That's the Chinese for you. Same sort of charger, same sort of crappy rear mudguard. Got the fast ace rear shock, so it's going to be slightly taller off the ground, better ground clearance is what I'm trying to say. That can help me because with a few logs I've come up against, I've bashed that bash guard. I must say this one feels a little bit better than the standard stock one you get on the Saron, but I wouldn't want to test it. So yeah, look at that fatter tyre. That's what we're talking about. And that rear end, wow, 10 out of 10 I think. You've got these caps on the end. Looks like something's moved here. Yeah, you got these nice caps on the end. You got this sort of egg copy meter. I don't know. It's a copy of the egg. And what I like, well, I don't like actually, if you've got to make a quick exit, you've got to press the start button. But that's a good safety feature because, again, on the Saron, I'm on quite a few of the social media groups, and some of the stories people have done. The best one was some guy hit a curb, his bars bent, so he got off like this to straighten him up. And he said when he did that, the bike took off, rammed him to the floor and smashed on the floor, the bike did, and did a bit of damage, but he wanted to complain to the shop. Just thought, that's complete human error. Can't blame the shop for that. So yeah, it's quite a tidy little safety feature, because when you're trying to move your bike around in the shed or storage, wherever you might put it, and if you have got it on and you touch that throttle, then oh, you can imagine anyway. Just use your imagination. So I think that's a really, in ways, is a good safety feature. For being a stealth feature, maybe not, because you can't make that cool, sharp exit. But yeah, haven't tried that horn yet. Oh, sounds the same as the Saron. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else I've noticed about it. We're just cruising down here at about, yeah, you can see, hopefully, I'm just going to wait till I get on this like little straight. Now give it some. We got tailwind now. Oh no, it's coming from the side. Not bad. Again, hopefully you could see that. Oh, red rum up there. Barn conversion. Right, and let's carry on then. Like I said, we're just out for a nice little first ride, first impressions. Give the bike a once over. Test, you know, just testing for like issues, things like that. That's why it's nothing serious. I actually felt really strange. All I had to do was grab my helmet and gloves. I just thought I'd keep my trainers on, because staying off out the fields, off the tracks, we're staying on tarmac, so we should stay reasonably clean. Whoa. Bit of damage from that storm. That storm, we've had about 4 in a row, didn't we? What I have noticed as well is it's got a, it's like got a bit of a second pickup, bit of second wind. I've never been at that track. Noticed it's a byway. We'll be up there one day. Never been in that farm. We'll have a look one day. But here, this is what, when I was a kid, this used to be a motocross track out there. Oh, the horses have destroyed it. But that would have been a tabletop. But it got closed down because of noise. But it's really good. We all used to have a bike, you know, come up here. And, well, it's free fun. No one bothered you. They closed it down. And then they wonder why they're chasing kids left, right and centre around the village on combustion engine bikes. Maybe if that was still open, you wouldn't have that problem. That's another story. bike's only pulling up that hill. Come on. So we've got a nice sort of road coming up. It's a bit up and down, but it's, hopefully I won't have the wind in my face. On that Saron though, it's about, I don't know, 10% out, that speedo is. See if we can get faster than 50. Probably not. Let's try it the other way. Right, and this is my last attempt. This is just trying to see. Oh, there's a car. I need all the run up I can get. But already I never had 50 show on my speedo on the Saron. I think I had 48, 49, never 50. Kilometers, yeah, not miles per hour is what I'm talking about. No, the wind's still coming at me. There's no hedge to protect me. Oh! Good for bedding in those brakes. 52 miles per hour I saw on there. Wow. It's already a bit of an improvement. What I do know is though, I'm going to have some fun on this bike this summer. I'm also going to keep the Saron for the meantime. I probably will eventually sell one or the other, but at the moment I'm going to keep them both. We're going to test them against each other. I'm going to get Bullhead out, some of my other mates, we can go trailing together and just generally get a good comparison between the bikes, and then whichever one I favour will be the one I pick. So you've got some living up to do. Talaria, whatever you want to call it, Sting TL 3000. You've definitely got something to live up to. Your little sibling, your smaller sibling should I say, has definitely set a big benchmark. It's definitely. Let's hope you can follow in its footsteps. Right then, I know I've gone on today, it's just been like, oh yeah, shut up Johnny. Right then, I'm going to start heading back anyway and try and keep this bike clean. Hope you enjoyed this upload. Thanks for watching the Motor Machines channel. Look at that dirty great rat. Bullhead told me that when he was in Nam he was eating rat burger. It's actually better than you'd imagine. Looks like a bit of, oh, looks like a bit of minced beef. Oh. Yeah, personally I don't think I'd be eating a rat burger. I'm not Demolition Man or whatever film that was in.